Hi, I'm Chris from BH Bikes, and we're here to talk about the BH G5. The G5 was a bike we developed last year for the Tour de France, and it's got a bunch of new innovative features that allowed us to win a stage of the Tour of California, as well as spend 8 days leading the Tour de France last year. Some of the key things about the BH is, in general, is BH was the first company to invent and innovate the extended C-tube concept. When we came out with the G5, we actually went with kind of a hybrid version of the typical extended C-tube, where you no longer had to cut the seat mast. The C-tube has 90 millimeters of adjustability, so per size, riders get the height adjustment range they need to fit the bikes properly. We worked with Edge Composites on a new fork. It's a 1.5 tapered steer design. It's a 330-gram fork, full carbon tips, carbon steer, molded all as one piece. It is about the lightest 1.5 tapered carbon fork on the market, and also one of the best performing as far as stiffness and control. When we developed the G5 frame, there's several unique things in the frame that have not been seen on any other bicycles before. We're the first company to do slotted carbon cable guides. It doesn't sound like a big thing, but not only does it shave weight, it's integrated into the frame, but it allows a level of serviceability that was unavailable before with non-slotted carbon cable guide designs. The full carbon dropouts on the bike are actually not plug-in style like other companies. The entire chainstay seat stay assembly is molded with the carbon dropouts in place. It increases frame stiffness, better control on the back end, and much lighter weight as well. In fact, the frame weight on a G5 frame is about 800 grams out of the mold. A complete SRAM red equipped bike, as we see here, is 13.8 pounds out of the box. And this is the new BH RC1. The BH RC1 is a brand new model for 2011. It's based on our G5 technology. The RC1 frame actually comes out of the same molds as the G5. We've done some different unique things on it. It does feature the same exact NV Composites fork that comes on the G5, slotted carbon cable guides, full carbon dropouts, tapered head tube and BB30 design, as well as carbon front derailleur mount. But we've actually shortened the extended seat tube, and it now comes with a 300 millimeter seat post for more rider adjustment. The frame also features more mid-modulus level composites throughout the frame, which gives the bike really a smoother ride, where the G5 is designed to be one of the stiffest, lightest pro frames in the world. This one gives all the performance and a much smoother ride at a much lower price point as well. And this is the new BH Crystal. We developed a crystal frame several years ago that was designed to be a top performing woman's bike for everything from recreational to pro level female riders. The new Crystal basically takes that to the next level. It's based off our G5 technology. It features an NV Composites fork, carbon front derailleur mount, full carbon dropouts, slotted carbon cable guides, and our innovative cable channel that increases torsional frame stiffness by about 15%. It's also 1.5 tapered with an adjustable Aero seat post mast. Some of the things on the bike that we've done with the Crystal is to match the torsional and bottom bracket stiffness that we have on our pro level G5 frame. At the same time, we've given the bike slightly longer chainstays, slightly taller head tubes, and a little bit more relaxed geometry. That gets the wheelbase out a little bit longer, which is beneficial on the frames with shorter top tubes to keep stability and handling up. We've also given the bike incredible road compliance, so that even though the frame sizes are more compact and smaller, the vibration does not reach the rider through the road. We've gotten excellent reviews on this bike in every road cycling magazine, and any woman who gets on the bike can't believe the performance advantage in sprinting, in downhill stability. And then one of the nicest features on the bike is actually the narrowness of the top tube. It allows a little bit better pedaling with the knees in without having any kind of rub on the top tube, and it's not something that a rider would normally look for in a feature, but almost every woman rider that test rides the bike notices it and comes back raving about it. And we're here to talk about the all-new BH Prisma. The BH Prisma is a very exciting bike in the line for us this year. It's all new. It's based off of a lot of the technologies of our top-level G5, but we wanted to bring a level of performance, fit, comfort, but mostly performance to not only a lower price point, but to the rider that might not fit on a pro-level race bike. The Prisma basically features a taller head tube. It's 1.5 tapered steer, but the taller head tube allows for better fit on the bike and not quite so leaned over. Slightly longer chain stays than what we have on our G5, a little bit more fork rake, and it all adds up to a little bit longer wheelbase for more stable handling. The composite layup in the frame is designed for more road comfort. At the same time, we didn't want to give up any of the performance benefits. The bike features a BB30 bottom bracket, along with the taller head tube, and the size and diameter of the tubes. We're actually matching the torsional and bottom bracket frame stiffness of our highest end G5. So riders at this price point and riders that are just looking for the best and highest level of performance and fit and comfort will really enjoy the Prisma, and they're not giving anything up to the pro level bike. They're gaining a lot better comfort and fit on the bike as well. And you're looking at the new BH RX1 cross bike. This is an all new bike for us for 2011. We're really excited about the bike. It's really a category breaker in that it's got some new features that really haven't been seen on high-end cross bikes before, also at an incredible value. Some of the nice features on the bike are it's a 1.5 tapered steer. Cross bikes and the way the cantilevers pull really have a reputation for fork chatter, not on pretty much all brands, and that's something that we just wanted to eliminate completely. Not only does it feature the 1.5 taper, but if you look at the fork, it's quite wide in its cross section. In fact, it almost looks like it would be at home on a 29er mountain bike. That gives excellent control on the front end. We also developed a very nice internal cable routing system, very clean, very easy to route, but it gets the cables off the top tube, allowed us to not do a nice design for shouldering, good handholds here and here, and just excellent ergonomics on the whole on the bike. BB30 bottom bracket design, large diameter down tube allows for excellent frame stiffness. We designed the bike with more than ample tire clearance for the biggest cross tires. Clamp on front derailleur instead of an integrated braze-on type mount, which allows for either cross gearing or really any type of gearing a rider wants to put on this style bike. One of the things that a lot of cross bikes don't come with is water bottle cage mounts. And we feel that, especially in the US, most riders at some point are going to want to train with their cross bike. So the bike actually features 2 water bottle mounts, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but in the cross world, it's a nice feature to have. The GC Aero was developed with both the AG2R Pro race team last year, and as well as Eniko Llanos, who's the top-rated triathlete in the world right now. It's been winning races all over Europe, and first and foremost, we developed the GC Aero as primarily a triathlon bike that is also UCI compliant. The bike features a 3-position seat mast. The center position is a UCI legal 76 degrees. The forward position is 78, and then we also have a rear position 74 for riders that like to set up their triathlon or TT bikes in a much more of a traditional road type setting. Rear entry dropouts allows us to tuck the tire in very close for maximum aerodynamic performance. In fact, when you look at the aerodynamics of the bike, the GC Aero is one of the narrowest cross sections bikes in the world. The bike in Llanos is tested in the wind tunnel with the bike. Compared to the previous bikes he's been on, his position, the fit, significantly faster. Both Head and FSA have used it to test their components and wheels in the wind tunnel as well. We've gotten rave reviews from Triathlete magazine on the fit and the stack and reach on the bike, and the overall performance and value. When you look at the GC Aero compared to some of the crazier designs on the market, it looks simple in comparison, but its simplicity is really its beauty. I wanted to thank everyone for listening to the BH presentation today. Thanks for coming by. You can learn more about BH Bikes at www.bhbikes.net.